Ntar dulu aku cek dulu. Oke, kita lanjutin misinya.
I can't open it. It was probably... Yes. Most of the doors on Amphorius are sealed.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Siapa yang ngomong?
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision. My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go... Rule number 2. Never interrupt. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science, and through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my... That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity, but that is where you're wrong. While the black tide was still approaching the grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the grove. If all goes well, Circe's core flame will... But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory. Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. It is located at the top of the giant tree and is where Circe's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, making our way there won't be as simple as the... Right. Let's see whether he left any similar direction. Alchemy is truly incredible. No, you didn't imagine it. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby, as we are unable to ascertain whether they are... Found it. The voice is coming from... over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that... Let's go check it out.
Ini di sini tuh kalau ketemu musuh lebih enak apa sih? Oh, ini. Suka lupa nama deh. Di sini nih, Acheron. Jadi langsung berusia. Daya rendah. Oke guys, mulai sekarang aku nggak bakal pakai mikrofon karena harus dicas. Habis ngedit video tadi. Bentar ya.
Regardless of what you do, such a lively little bunny. You even... What an impatient child. Don't you know that haste makes waste?
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll figure.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. I don't...
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death.
Baring your fangs at me. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the... Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagus has never shown their true identity before, the Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation...
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd...
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable. As the saying goes, seeing is believing.
I'll keep my eyes on you at all.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken.
purifying tears.
You have a good memory.
Why exactly did you bring...
My intention should be obvious. See that shallow pond over there? Water lilies grow there. And all the two of you have to do is to cross the deep well.
Ma'am.
You're making it sound...
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any scheme.
Oh my. I'm helping you to eliminate your worries and obstacles. Besides, the bow is essential for awakening the heart and drawing water out of the sword. You're overthinking things. Although it would be absurd to say that I have no other motives. I'm simply making use of this opportunity to see what you... Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. As a student of Anaxa, equivalent exchange...
I cannot deny that. Miss, since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us to do as she says. Besides, she knows about my past. If you unfortunately turn out to be her ultimate target...
Stream forth, gleamful blades.
Core vessels stored here.
Flowers.
How smart.
Let's hope that this is not a trap set by her. So this is the Golden Bough of Vows. I hope that the Titan will not take their anger out on us.
So lustrous and beautiful.
Cal. Mem.
Understood. My apologies, Pink Bunny.
Memmy Bunny Mem?
Is this the legendary Golden Bough of Vows?
We'll know once we test it. There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path.
How do you know this place so well?
Well, I'm one of the 7 sages after all. We're here. Could you come? Now, can our little goddess perform?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priests.
Right. Got it. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and...
Memmy, let up.
It's just an ancient promise between the Titan and humans. So, what do you think? It really is the Golden Bough of Vows.
That is... indeed...
You look like a sad, lost puppy. Even therefore, why don't we just put everything aside?
Yes, I agree.
Great. Then, let's run.
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange, since we have passed your so-called trial, isn't it time for you to make your intentions clear to us?
I really can't bear to look at your sad expressions. Although you only... I'll allow each of you to ask a question. But not the little bunny.
Well, in that case, miss, please...
Oh, straight to the point. The Titans have cast a net over this place because of the black tide. If we want to escape, I'll require your help to... Well, it's your turn now, little...
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessarily...
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. We merely want to avoid any potential harm to us. Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, I advise you to answer my question honestly.
All All right. I was completely truthful in my response just now. I have not deceived you.
With all due respect, omitting facts can also be considered deceit.
Is that so? Regardless, I still stand by my previous
Then please lead the way. After all, facts speak for themselves. The truth will come to light once we arrive.
All right, all right. I originally thought that you were just a beautiful flower planted.
I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up there.
Mem.
Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion?
Memmy mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem. 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 It's little Gray, little Cass, and the pink puppy!
Lady Trianne, are you all right?
No, Trianne flew high up into the air so the monsters couldn't reach us. Air supremacy secured! That sounds so cool! Oh, but what does it mean? Wait a minute, let's get back on track. The spindle that Aggie gave us is so powerful that Trianne seems he's near the treetop. Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like the white dryads from before. But since Trianne was alone and afraid that it might be dangerous, we did not fly there to take a look.
It seems like Lady Trianne did not forget our promise. Anaxa is indeed still alive, and he's at the Luminary Throne right now. It seems like Lady Calypso did not lie regarding this.
Huh? Calypso? Who's that? Oh, so you found a survivor! But the golden
Coming and going without a trace. She's such a strange person.
Actually, Trianne also found this. Could this be related to the person you're talking about?
This is a piece of burnt cloth.
Yup! Trianne found it on a branch not long ago. Trianne even used the golden thread to search around and found that the entire grove is giving off a Trianne doesn't think so. Because when Trianne picked it up, we didn't see anything at all. And
Lady Trianne, where is the aura gathered at right now?
It seems to be...
The Dome of Devotion. Calypso, just what are you hiding?
Another blood debt repaid. Don't forget to let your friends in on this.
More and more violently!
Everyone, let's be even more cautious. There's no one. Hold on. The butterfly. If Divine Mind is gone? That can't be. Was it for fending off the black tide? Or...
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind?
No. How should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is legend has it that someone can only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart. Only then can they awaken the great tree to open.
But how are we going to prove it?
Sorry, but even I don't know how. After all, this is a secret among secrets that only a select few in the entire... Rather than worry about this, Lady Trian, did the golden thread react to anything of...
No. That unknown thing seems to be...
Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to the golden bough of vows, if it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends. There should be a Let me give it a try. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. Lady Trian, and even Mem?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here! Mummy is about to burst into...
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
Little Gray, little Cass, it's bad. I'm fine.
Lady Trian, what exactly happened to...
Trian and Memmy were looking around to see if there were any mechanisms nearby. But just as they went to take a closer look at that big piece of amber, they were surrounded!
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to Ornyx's priests should be nearby. Hopefully there'll be a...
Is that all?
It's connected! Let's hurry! Memmy is already bouncing around due to the heat!
Oh no, I'm starting to smell something delicious.
Nothing but a forest. Open sesame. Easy. It's alright. Trian only just flew down.
I'm glad that everyone is all right. Speaking of which, this...
A remnant of Nestia's core flame. To get to the throne at the treetop, gather the embers before you with the golden bough of vows.
Whoa, where did you come from?
You finally appeared, Lady Calypso.
Yes, it's been some time. The battle just now was a true delight, and I feel quite elated. It seems like I'll really be able to rely on all of you to reclaim my true form.
Lady Trian, how does the golden thread react to her?
There's no reaction at all.
Obviously. After all, the fragment that you picked up just now is completely unrelated to... All right, just do as I say. If you're able to pass the trial, I will tell you everything.
Another trial.
But we have to go to the treetop to find Nax anyway, right?
I've got a hunch. Come, let's collect the embers and go confront her. According to Calypso, we just have to gather the embers before us. How incredible.
Mem?
Cry out, for victory will come.
I promise.
It seems like you managed to gather. In that case, just offer it to the...
It'll be fine. Let's just do as she says.
It's a success! Path has appeared.
All of you have indeed passed.
Same mood, too. The sound of a...
I'll be back shortly. Of course, our promise still stands. But now, it's time for me to sacrifice myself. If the West Wind ever ends, let that be the place where we reunite. Farewell, my love.
Lady Calypso.
I thank you so much for your help. Now, it's...
Well, in that case, you're actually Cersei's.
Oh, my. The children... I was wondering when you were planning to expose me.
The riddle-like trials, your distrustful yet sincere character, referring to the head of the Litophagus is actually called Medea and not Calypso.
Since you knew from the start that I was not who I said I was. Why?
Because I did not believe that Cersei's would walk this world in a human form. I was also afraid that the Titans were under the control of the Black Tide and would do us harm. Also, to make a claim, one must have evidence.
Excellent. To think we were able to gain a new
Well, shouldn't you also tell us why you went through all the
Oh, the reason's quite simple. I needed your help. And just like how you were where...
Is this threat related to the Black Tide?
Indeed. And it's even more related to that lost item from before. As I could not do anything about him.
What you mean?
Indeed. I split it into 3. I hid one within the golden bough of vow. As for the last one, it's currently in Anaxa's body.
What? Do you mean that...
After all, the scholars of the Grove have always been willing to lay down their lives to defend my core flame. Especially that heretic named Anaxa. He did not even hesitate. His way of thinking was so out of the ordinary that I felt it would be a waste for him to meet his demise. Of course, this also meant that I was able to conceal myself. What a smart little bunny. This way, I'll be able to will also take down the black-robed swordmaster at the...
But, Cersei's, aren't you?
Even if I do not have the authority of strife, I'm still a god. I just need you to buy me some time against the warrior's blade. What? Excellent. Turn the golden bough of vows into firewood to reignite the core flame of reason. I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune.
It seems like a fierce battle will be inevitable.
Don't worry, Trigan will protect everyone!
Ahead lies the Luminary Throne, and also the battle. Is this Professor Anaxa?
My eyes cannot. No matter. Oh, I have to, for the sake of Emporius. Die with me, Titan.
Cersei's was right. He's indeed here.
Who is this black-robed guy?
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Cersei's was talking about. The black sword and cloak. The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
Run!
He has already discovered us. Let's do our best to buy time for Cersei's.
Shrian will also protect everyone!
Miss, only this time, may death protect us. Be careful.
One slash. Two slashes. Three slashes are enough.
Who exactly are you?
Dying soul, face now accepts your punishment.
Play like how you usually do in the simulated universe. You better be good. My time is precious.
Who exactly are you?
Nothing major.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
Receive divinity.
How appropriate.
Repay.
Honored to meet me. Mimi!
So powerful. Cersei's right.
Eternal sleep is the dead return!
Offer your souls to the fire.
Not good. In that case...
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human.
Since the ambush failed,
it'll be difficult to find another opportunity.
What a pity.
Professor Nexa? No. It's Cersei's.
I'll see you off. Repay.
What are you looking at?
This world returned to the dream.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Everyone, watch each other's back.
How appropriate. Time to kill!
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Curiosity. Endless freedom. Nothing but a forest. Time to twirl!
Blessed.
I'm about to be overwhelmed.
You know who I am.
Fighting is so much more tight.
That was tough.
I'm truly...
This is bad.
Century Gate, open!
Phew. That was a close call. Thank goodness that we returned to Akama unharmed.
Little Cass, sorry. I know you told me.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trianne. If it weren't for you, we would have already met our end at the Grove.
I feel awful.
Lady Trianne, you haven't been well since you woke up.
All this noise and commotion. Akuma hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the Newsporists.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth about the disaster at the Grove, and retrieve the core flame of Circes.
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a core. Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill your duty?
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or...
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove scholars live in the Holy City.
Because Lady Aglaya will probably be against it.
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the core flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families.
You intend to do it without her knowledge?
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Kesterus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaya has her own considerations.
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya are still...
Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Kallinicus' wife.
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No one...
Ma'am. Kallinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the Grove against the Black Tide.
So...
Huh?
Yes. He managed to protect Circe's core flame.
I see.
Please let us know if you need any help.
I come from Kremnos. Death and you know, Kallinicus. Even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever... I've been prepared for this for a long time. And...
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures.
Oh, hello, young one.
Are you the father of Kenani and...
Ah, yes. Did my daughters call... Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now scholars. What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
Mr. Fabio. The Black Tide.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. The Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove. I failed to protect them. Mr.
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama...
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city, and I've got my head...
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
Wait, Lady Castors, did Lady Aglaya send you because of some...
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany. A few days ago...
Wait, what? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the river of... Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that... Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and that bull-headed old man. Stubborn.
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Good work, miss. And...
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaya.
All right. I'll lead the way.
Miss Castors, my lady, you're back.
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to...
My apologies, Miss Castors. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
That's just great. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Who?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment.
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. Castorus, that Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Please be careful. Akama isn't the Grove.
Is covered by her golden threads. I know. That woman is extreme. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
Miss, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. We truly had no... Please do not underestimate the threat the Black Tide poses. The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akama, but all Negador's core flame now sits vacant, and the trial of strife is imminent. Lady Treeby once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphorius to repel the Black Tide. But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy, and as for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because Speaking of Thanatos, Miss, you must have an idea of the curse I bear by... Yet when you caught me in the Grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power. That might be the case if we only brushed the very tips of our fingers. My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered. Miss, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days.
I'd love to go in and take a look. What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. If Trianne used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe...
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in her and Castra's teacher. They will keep Trianne safe.
Peggy, you're talking like we are little kids. One day, Trianne will reach her limit, and Treeby will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind!
All right.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this? 1, 2... not enough for us to share. Is someone injured? What happened?
Watch out! For the Kremnoan. This is...
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's...
Excuse me! Coming... Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved. What in the world happened?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels...
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying...
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
This is a...
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit is Mightimos. Oh.
D! What did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart. Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step out? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold, her walls sturdy, dreaming of her fruitful gardens. Pilgrims arrive from distant lands, figs and olives so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry.
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library...
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akuma is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but...
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on...
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition?
I'm still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you...
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos. Let's recommence our... This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for long... What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd. That's all. Oh, looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle comes with unparalleled resolve. The two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens. Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with... Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The century long before the dawn of Erechrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded for tens of thousands of years without respite. It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck. It had nowhere to us on the land of Amphorius. Some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet other. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them.
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Whatever.
Oh, please, forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair. You are wearing way less than...
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full...
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for fully.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it's time to get moving. The flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Well, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
Go to the biggest bath.
Let me check. The water temperature feels just...
So, how is the feeling of having the entire...
It's so good.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings.
Oh.
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akuma during the battle against Nikador,
well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby,
what's... Something's off. It's that strong... Wait, no. It's not Trian, it's Trinen. Trinen is in danger.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know. What is that word? Is that your native?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize...
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient time.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it...
You can write?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand. After all, you...
Worry about yourself first, deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in...
And in...
And in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes. I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky. Just like on that day. Killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword. I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time...
You were blinded by hatred, and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you...
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrades. Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius, Ptolemy, and Bethesda. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these 5 have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding Perdiccas was an expert in Ptolemy was a real bookworm.
This is the first time I've heard you mention the...
They died on the battlefield before the Cremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon. The second...
Midamos, do not mourn. I have achieved honor.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months.
Idonia? Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Cremnoans in the face of death. They cornered us in the bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat.
This is perfect. Mighty Most. I can...
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on...
Mighty Most, please, tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that...
Then, it was Bethesda. You lured the enemies into the city of Aenion as our enemies. Consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city in my soul...
Mighty Most, Don the...
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my... He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious...
A Cremnoan dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughing...
Hephaestion, my dear friend.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here... He...
No!
Midamos, farewell. My dear friend. You must lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect. Or even...
My father threw me into the Sea of Souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize, following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Krateros included, I made the Cremnoan detachment stay in Akuma. But I knew the instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. Those 5 were never endowed with any titles.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as... And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan! She got abducted by
Krateros! What's going on?
Mighty Mos. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Crateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the Flame Chase journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Crateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be Crateros. Your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you—
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Lord Crateros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxieties— Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Crateros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we wish to earn your trust and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that—
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely You will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you—
A fair proposal.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no up.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher.
Forgive me, young master. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose if you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, just as you did back then.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect